Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. Roy Khan's PC Gaming. Welcome back. Hey, look, we're still on that discussion of the First Descendant. Welcome back, and let's talk about that, huh? How about that? What is going on with the First Descendant? I don't know, man. How do you feel about it? Well, I still like the game. Oh, you do? Well, why is that? It kind of reminds me. Let me tell y'all. First Descendant reminds me of a lot of games. It reminds me of a lot of games. It reminds me of obviously a little bit of Destiny, but in third person. It reminds me of a, a mixture of like a Warframe type of game in the sense of using the skills and having weapons. Um, it's a few more games. This game, it reminds me obviously of oh gosh, Outriders. But even before that, there was another game that goes back in some time. Um, and oh my goodness, it was a TV show. It was actually a TV show. I can't remember the name of this title, but anyways, I'm definitely still going to continue to mess with this game. One of the things about the game that I'm seeing is obviously it's buggy, and it's buggy because they're going to have to continually make the game compatible and run on multiple machines. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that it's going to take a little time to get there. We're not there yet, but it's going to take a little time. So, it's a really good looking game. I like the game. I haven't found it repetitive and boring yet. I'm still on this one particular part of the map, and I did learn to just open up the map and see where everybody is once you enter into the realm. And then, of course, if you've got all these zones or portals open, you can just port over to wherever these people are running and playing the game. So I did figure that much out. So I'm enjoying that part now. The skills need some polishing. It's just like it's kind of hard to recognize what the skill is actually doing from a visual perspective. And then actually the use of the skill actually needs more polishing too. Now I've only played two characters, so I mean I haven't played all the characters, but where I'm at right now, I kind of feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done to the game. It does look like from this point it's going to be a pretty strong contender in the looter shooter realm, which is just I'm good with that. I like the weapons. I like the way you can increase the power of the weapons. I like the different skills you can add to the weapons. All that's pretty cool. It keeps you tied in and playing the game when you can constantly upgrade things. So they've done a great job with that. I know this is beta. I hope that going forward they're going to have skins, a lot of skins, right? Whether it be weapon skins or costumes, so on and so forth. I hope they're going to have a lot of that. I haven't played that much of the game, but what I didn't see was, in my opinion, I would hope that they're going to add in like bigger bosses in the actual maps themselves in the zones. Because just imagine you run through the zone to catch up to another group, and there's a random mob you have to get through, and there's a boss there. You're stuck. You got to figure out. You really have to open those portals, or things would be really dangerous. So I've noticed that if there isn't somebody to start it, one of those, because these there are these devices that you'll click to allow you to start missions in different areas, and so that means if the device isn't clicked, there's no mission there. There's nothing going on. That I I'd love to see that changed. I would actually love to see that there's people on the map in these zones regardless, so that if I have to run and play catch up, I'm going to have to deal with these groups regardless. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, I know people are playing individually, but I would rather that there would be queue times that put you with a group. You know what I'm saying? So say for instance, and let's even say it this way: when you join into these groups, it should drop you where there's the group is at. You know what I'm saying? instead of they drop you at the main entrance to the map and then you have to work your way through all that. You know what I'm saying? So that would probably be something that should just be a natural part of the game, in my personal opinion. And this is just for me playing the game right now. You come in, it drops you at that first gate. You come through that gate, and then you got to traverse it. So if you don't have those other gates open, then you got to really start there and hope that somebody ports in the game to start where you're starting, or you're going to be having to deal with all that stuff on your own. And as well, when I see people pop on the map, I can open up my map and see where they're at, and then I can port over because I've opened up these portals, so that makes sense too. So I guess, I don't know. It's a 50-50 on that. They could go either way, because I guess it's one of the things is you can always fall back to help these newcomers that have to start at the beginning because you've opened up portals. So that, I guess, I don't know, man. I guess that and the difficulty of the game is not really that easy as you're playing the game, because you'll run into mobs that'll kill you if you're by yourself. And I think that's a pretty cool thing too, because who really wants to run around overpowered killing everything on the map? That kind of defeats the purpose of a multiplayer game and a looter shooter. You got to have things that'll drop you. So from my perspective, from what I'm looking at now, I would love to see more mobs that are just on the map that I have to go through. I just have to go through them. And I would love to see bosses on the map, and bosses that'll randomly pop up at certain times that have a lot of good stuff that I can, if the group manages to get together and kill them, whether they make the decision to do it or not. If they decide no, they don't want to go to that boss, then you're just not going to get the boss that match, which means it'll make it harder for you to get a chance to fight that boss. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see that as something in the game where, yeah, I've got to actually go freaking fight a boss and make the choice, and then I can get pretty good loot from fighting that boss. So that's just, as I'm looking at the game, it has a lot of potential. Again, we're just playing a beta of it, so this doesn't, is not the final version of the game, obviously. And I'm grateful to have a chance to play the beta. But just going forward, I'm hoping that these are some things that they incorporate, because when you start talking about a looter shooter, this has got to be something that goes all the time to keep people constantly playing. Of course, you can add maps. Of course you can add new zones. Of course you can add bosses, which I'm saying they should be on the map. That would be awesome. Of course you can add new characters to play. Of course you can add new skills. Of course you can add new chains of abilities. You can add all this stuff, as a live service game that's constantly evolving. So the game has great bones and potential. From what I'm seeing, and I don't know what their plans are. Maybe they should do a dev stream where they show us their plans for the game, where they're going with the game, because right now we're just testing the game out. We don't know anything about it, and what the team plans to do with the game. We don't know anything. We're all just playing the game thinking, well, this is pretty cool. These are my ideas. This is what I think would be pretty interesting, and that's it. The main priority for this game, though, is making it able to run on pretty much all machines, because I know it's not going to run on all machines, right? But for the most part, the game can be very choppy and buggy, and I know it can be aggravating for players playing the game. But anyways, yeah, I'm just sharing some more thoughts. I will be making more videos on this title, so just expect those videos to pop up. The more and more I think about the game, I'm going to share my thoughts and ideas. So I'm going to stop it right here. If you got any comments, if you played it and you got any thoughts and ideas, put those in the comment section. I'd love to see it, read it, and then share thoughts too, because I do see a lot of potential in this game, and I'm excited for this game. Is it going to kill a lot of these other games that are already out there? Very doubtful, but it will get a lot of my time. And if they work on a good game store, as far as shop, as far as buying costumes and weapon skins, I'm definitely all for it. So anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts as far as it goes right now. I'll catch you all in the next episode.